utilizes Kyusho, Demo method of pressure point fighting, Wally J small circle Jiu-Jitsu principles.
That's my check. Damn, I hit.
Execute what we call an X block. Forcing him down, we go to the points. Move. And we're just doing it in a different manner. People ask what we do, we generally say Kempo and Jujitsu. Kempo and Jujitsu. Striking styles, grappling styles. Everything that we try to go for is practical based, but it's also looking at it from a traditional background, okay? But how many times people see stuff like low strikes, mid strikes, high strikes, or they see kata, and they don't exactly really fit that to practical application. Looks kind of cool, but you're not really sure how that would work in a real fight, okay? If you look on, I think this is on the program, you'll see we talk about Karate-Do and Karate-Jitsu. All right, Karate-Do, more the way of the philosophy of martial arts, okay? We talk more about Karate-Jitsu, the application of martial arts. So what we're going to show you today is a couple things, some really basic kata movements that you've probably seen in martial arts styles. We're going to show you a very Karate-Do application of it, and we're going to show you what we do, a Karate-Jitsu application of it. Os? All right, you'll see this in a lot of martial arts styles. It's called Takyoko. All right? Move. One more time. So often you see these types of movements in martial arts. Very often you hear blocking explanations. That's fine, it works for you, great. We don't believe in blocks. Quite often even say if you're blocking, you're losing. Everything is striking. So I'm going to show you a very Karate-Do explanation of this. So we all get the form. All right? All right? Move. Okay? Thank you. Now, that's a very Karate-Do explanation. 3 people standing around me. I do the same thing each time. Each person's kicking. Ooh, I might need a mic. But we turn, we low strike, and we punch. Okay? So I took out this guy's kick and I punched him, but my fist is so powerful he died. I know someone's behind. You can laugh. It's okay. Someone's behind me. I turn. I block their kick. I punch them and they die. And this person, thank God, they're waiting their turn. And I turn to them, and I blow block, and I punch, and they're dead. So, that's a real Karate-Do explanation. Many people use that, and that's great. That's great if you want to do it. Now we're going to show you something a little different. A little Karate-Jitsu explanation, utilizing Kyusho and just basic body movements, okay? Something a little different, same moves, okay? Different explanation. So we're always going for Kyusho when we're looking at how the body moves. Again, a very Karate-Do explanation. You have this. Practical? Maybe, maybe not. It depends on really how you want to look at it. One application for this, grab, bam, stomach five shot, come down with points on the arm. But I utilize my body. If I don't do anything, what's he going to do with that other hand? He's going to hit me with it. So I need to make sure that he can turn. Come up and grab. Now, does this look familiar? What's the next motion? Low strike. And there's our step through. A little bit different explanation. That's one of the things we teach our basic white belts. Now, as we do the kata, we're here, and we turn and do our next one, right? So one of the things we look at is I'm not turning around because I've actually know someone's behind me. Os? Oh, you're getting there. All right. Os! Very good. I'm not turning around because somebody's behind me. I'm turning around because he's right here. He comes in. Bam. Ha. soft points underneath the arm. Turn. Here, remember the low strike. Right here. Step through and punch. There can go the arm. But I like this guy, so I'll hold on to it. There's when we launch the arm. Again, a little different explanation. The final one we talk about is when we're here. Actually, we're this way. Here. He goes into that punch. So again, what we offer is just a little bit different explanations of Karate-Do and Karate-Jitsu. So what we look at when we're doing applications, we're looking at one, pressure points, because everywhere we're hitting, we're going to a pressure point using acupuncture. All right? We also look at how the body moves. All right? Let's see here. We talk about how the body moves. If I come and hit his arm, if I'm just using my muscle, not really getting much movement. But the smallest person in here can take out the biggest person if you just know how to move. It involves using your body. Us? All right, very good. All right, I'm going to introduce Sensei Johnson here. All right, one of my top black belt students.
How's everybody doing today? O's! Word of the day is O's! Okay, piggybacking on what Sensei Mori just spoke about, we're going to go around, go over some Karate-Do explanations for kata movements. So, this next kata movement I'm going to introduce to you guys. Some of you guys might be familiar with it. Might have seen something that looks like this in your kata. Stepping out, double striking, or what some would say double blocking, and a hit. So, everybody want to demonstrate that a couple of times. So, I say move. 1, 2. Move! Silence! Move! Silence! Move! Silence! Move! Silence! Move! Alright. If I'm blocking, I'm losing. When you hear explanations for movement like this, typically it sounds something like this. So, we get into a fight, and he's going to come at me. He's going to punch with his right hand, and he's going to kick me with his left leg simultaneously. So, and then I have another movement. So what I do, he does it again. And then I hit him. Now, for some people, that may work. Does that look practical to y'all? A little practical? Do people walk around fighting like this? Like robots, talking robots? No. Os? Os. So, looking at the movements and taking out the word block, we like to look at the movements in between those movements, not just specifically what's actually there, but in between. So, he comes in, we get into altercation, he punches me. Wham. There's my hit. I come back, got another movement. I hit. I got another hit. Wham. I hit. I do what I need to do to get him out of my way. So I go home. So, looking at that again, breaking down the movement, not just thinking, I block, I hit, I block, I hit. He's still standing there and I hit him again. So, one more time. He punches. There's my check. Bam! I hit, I hit, I hit, I hit. Alright? So, everywhere.
Give Mr. Johnson a hand, please. Now again, we always talk about going to pressure points. So when he comes in with that arm, I'm already going for something else. Alright? Movement is here. Once I hit, I'm going straight to my arm bar. Now if you're interested in learning more about Kyusho up close, right after this we're going to have a demo up in room 5A. If you want to learn a little bit more about Kyusho and how it works. Because you can see it here, but it's really a little bit better to feel it. But how many martial arts styles do you see doing arm bars? Like this, like this, like this. Yes? Us? Us! There we go, we're getting there. Alright, very practical arm bar, works very good. I'm going to show you just something a little different utilizing Kyusho. So if I go here and I press, I've got to push him pretty hard to try to get him down. Now, of course, I can be coming in, I can be kneeing, I can be hitting while I'm doing this. But all I'm going to do is add a pressure point on top of it. So when I go to a point that's here, much, much easier. We laugh it off. We meet each other after we go have drinks out. Alright? So, pressure points, again, it makes things more effective. Okay? Again, instead of forcing him down, we go to the point. much faster, much more efficiently. And this isn't everybody's art. You don't have to do one specific art to utilize Kyusho in what you do. You can do anything and utilize Kyusho, just as long as you're using it properly and know how to activate the points. Very good. I'm going to introduce my good friend, Sensei Michael Sennett, first degree Ryukyu Kempo, first degree Modern Arnis, good friend of mine, a Kyusho practitioner. He doesn't practice necessarily Ryukyu Kempo on a regular basis, but he practices martial arts on a regular basis. So he integrated Kyusho into what he does.
Good afternoon. Our Kyusho strikes are focusing on nerves that are easily accessed. And there's such common movements as we access them, we can apply nerve strikes to any type of strike that we ever do. We have to just know the map on the body. So it doesn't matter what kind of attack that we're faced with, we can apply the Kyusho nerve striking at any time. Now, one of the major targets in any attack is your center line. Anything from the head right down the chest to the groin. And that's what we would call a straight line attack or center line attack. It doesn't matter if he's coming overhead, if he's coming straight in. He's coming center line, and I have to get offline of that attack and then utilize what he gives me, whether he's kicking, punching, or stabbing, or bringing a stick. So, if he's going for a throat shot, very vulnerable area, we're going to execute what we call an X block. Sometimes you'll see martial artists put it up just like this. But what we really want is for it to be flowing so that we can transfer into a takedown lock or throw. So as he punches here, I'm going to defend with this block, which is a parry and catch, fall into a Kyusho technique. Right here, on the wrist, I'm tapping into a nerve. We've got lung 987 right here. We're going to the right above the elbow, trip warmer. Okay, not much pressure utilized right there, but it causes the shoulder to give out because we're hitting the proper Kyusho nerve point. So that's our first move. And then we turn it. So, a classic Karate Do explanation would be where you bring the distance with a front kick, or if you're a little closer, a punch. But rather with our Karate-Jitsu, we're working on the Kyusho nerve utilization.
Alright, so something else I want to point out, I believe Aikido School said it very nice earlier. We work a lot of cooperative training, alright, as opposed to competitive training. It's not about just beating the person up and winning a trophy. It's about working together, alright? But what I feel is also extremely important is that you know how to do the technique proficiently. So we don't go for each other. We don't go with each other, alright? The idea is to put the other person down without breaking them. So it's trying to find that nice little balance between reality and not killing your partner. Because what happens if I break all my training partners? I got nobody to play with, and I love playing. All right? Os? All right. So one of the moves you may see very commonly in martial arts. We're going to step forward with our left leg, and we're going to shoot both hands forward. Move. Shoot. Move. Fight. Move. Fight. Move. Fight. Move. Fight. Okay. All right. So one of the applications that we're going to work here. One of the applications you'll very see often in Karate Do arts. If someone's right here, you have your stance. Now, this stuff is extremely important. The chamber hand, the motion. It's just in Karate Do and Karate-Jitsu, there's different applications of it, all right? I don't start a fight like this, but I may end the fight like this, all right? So quite often, the explanation you'll see from this, somebody's got their hands up, hey! And you just have people coming in for a double punch. Open up a lot of martial art books and you'll see that in there. Useful? Maybe. You know, again, I'm not going to say it's wrong, but I'm going to say you judge for yourself and see if it works for you, all right? Just like any martial art, it has to work for you. You may like what you see up here today, you may hate it, and that's okay. You have to find what works for you. So, again, this explanation here of the double punch. Can I pull this off? Yes. The only thing I don't like is now both my hands are occupied. And he's got that right in front of him. Okay, I'm going to offer you a little bit different explanation. First one out. Now, if you're ever going to do this move, make sure you don't have somebody that has an injured or stiff shoulder. So one of the applications we do for this, all right, is he's just going to come in, he's going to go for a grab or a punch, either one. Now, anytime somebody grabs my arm, I'm not a religious guy, but I thank God. You know why? Because I have a fantastic arm here to hurt, and it's mine. Dun shit, that's the joke part, okay? Tough crowd. Us! All right, so I'm going to come through. We're going to do the same motions. Now, what was really important was this. Second. A lot of people only look at the end motion, but you have to look at everything in between. It's like taking a road trip from here to Anaheim. There's a lot between here and Anaheim, a lot of good stuff to see. So stop and see it. So when he grabs, the hand comes out and back, right? Out, back, and here we are. From this point right here, what did I do with that punch? I extend, right? Not every strike is at the end of a punch. When I'm here, I just extend. And he feels that real quick. I shoot it out hard and fast, there goes the arm. The other punch, back to head, back to ribs. Again, we're taking the same motion, and we're just doing it in a different manner. I come in here, I give him an extension, he feels it. Now, everything we do as well. Everything we do as well. We constantly talk about, hey, they're trying it back there. Keep working. Everything we do utilizes redundancy. Utilizes Kyusho, then method of pressure point fighting, Wally J small circle jiu-jitsu principle. So as I extend this, and I'm going to let his arm come out for now because I don't want to take it off, working immediate takedowns into whatever else we want to do. He's a great faller. He's okay, really. Back up. So again, we have Karate-Jitsu explanation, where you have a movement like this. Okay, useful? Maybe. It's up to you. We have Karate-Jitsu explanation. Here. Off! Off! Make it good. Okay. All right. Hey! Next. Yeah, let's go. Hey! Strike! What we do, we just kind of work about, the key word really here is versatility, all right? We don't think in terms of matter like we are this style or we are this style. We're martial artists. That's what we are. We try to make sense of what works, all right? Looking at what's been passed down to us, as some of you guys saw earlier, we make it work, all right? And always, like I said, we're focusing on Kyusho, which is the tiny stuff that makes any technique work quite a bit better, all right? We're going to be doing a little demo over in room W5 just in a few minutes. If you want to learn more about Kyusho, all these little small points on the body, come up and check it out. Us? Us! Very nice. Thank you very much, guys. Yep.